Switch Radio Sport. This is Switch.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Switch Sport Online on Switch Radio, made for Birmingham. We'll go for the team lineups for you very, very short here at the Boldmere Community Stadium, here between Boldmere St Michael's versus Stourbridge. But I'm delighted to say, rejoining us on Switch Sport. It's been a while since this young man's been back with us. But I'd like to say it's Jon Foster from the Glassgirls Network. Jon, welcome back to Switch Sport.
Hello, Kev. I like that young man. I'll take that any day of the week. Thanks for inviting me back, Kev. Always a pleasure. Really enjoy, obviously, watching Stourbridge and obviously commentating alongside yourself. And I'm looking forward to hearing the lineup because it looks quite strong. Looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, we'll go for the team using it actually, Jon. But this sort of competitions like the National League Cup, though, I think it's very important though, and it's very, very relevant as well. Is that it's good at this stage of the season. Because we're only literally 2 or 3 weeks into the campaign for respective clubs in terms of their divisions where they're playing, etc. But I think it's very, very important this stage of the season that both teams don't play local cup matches that are too far away to travel to, because you know yourself though, Jon. The players they've all got lives, they've all got jobs to do and study commitments and work and family commitments. So the fact of local derby is actually, I think, it's good for this stage of the competition, isn't it, Jon?
Yeah, I think that's right, especially with being a midweek this season as well. So it's not always been a midweek fixture. So local derbies are obviously more exciting as well. It brings in the crowd. It's got that friendly rivalry there. And I think if you also have a look at the fixtures, apart from I think Wolves and Stoke, a lot of the rivalries have been like Tier 3 against Tier 4 as well, which is interesting. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not too sure. However, you are right with the local rivalries, and this brings one. You got the manager here, A. Clemens, against his old club. And I'm sure there's players up and down the country playing against their old club tonight. So it does add that extra bit of spiciness to the fixture, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Well, we've got the confirmation of the Alliance for this evening here on Switch Sport Online. Over on Switch Sport Extra on Switch 2 this evening, we've got Peterborough United versus Lincoln United Women, also in the National League Cup determining round, with our commentator Joe Skelton. So Thursday Night Football returns on Switch Sport with 2 key matches from the National League Cup determining round at this stage of the competition. Your home in the National League of always is Switch Sport. But let's go through the lineups for you this evening. Let's start with the Stourbridge lineup. In goal, number 1 is Harriet Grimshaw. Number 2, Anne Griffiths. Number 3, Megan Hadley. 4, China McIntosh. 5, Tilly Phantom. Number 7, Daisy May Clements. Number 9, Leonie Joyce. 10, Gwen Horgan. Number 11, Millie Rogers. Number 16, Rosanna Ember, who's the captain this evening. For the Glass Girls. And number 17 is Sienna McCann Lloyd. On the bench for the Glass Girls is number 19, Jessica Hood. 15, Freya Clark. Number 12, Grace Rogers. Number 18, Lizzie Bennett Steele. Number 14, Liv Ashfield. 20, Grace Murphy. And number 6 is Thea Clerkin. Jon, Stour more than me in terms of the bench and the lineup this evening. Quite a strong starting 11 for A. Clemens this evening, I thought, from a Stour point of view.
Oh, 100% strong, yeah. I think he might have looked at results elsewhere and thought to himself, I don't want to be that manager that loses to a Tier 4 team, and I'm sure it's nothing just to do with a Tier 4 team, but he needs to get a win on the board as well. He's had some fantastic performances throughout pre-season and so far in the league. However, there hasn't been many wins, and this could be the game where we don't just see his defensive strengths, but also the team's attacking strengths. And I think you look at that lineup today, and if they're playing someone, a Championship side or a Tier 3 side, that would be the team that you put out tonight. So that's a very, very strong side, which is great to see.
And if fair to say as well, Jon, that players like Jo Louise Whiteman, she's really making a stake to be like the permanent first choice kid for the Mikes in goal for this season.
Absolutely, and you look at that starting 11 for Boldmere, and he's been quite stable this season. I think he made one change from the second to the first game, from the first game to the second game in the league. And you look at some of those players that he's playing today. It's a very stable side, and absolutely, they've done well. Boldmere, they've got 4 points, I believe, out of the first 6, drawing against Barnsley, which Barnes is a very good team as well. So I think, I think Boldmere's had a good start this season, and they'll feel comfortable or confident about getting something here today.
Thanks, Jon. So here at the Boldmere Community Stadium on Switch Sport Online, on Switch Radio, made for Birmingham, we're commentating with Kevin Moore and Jon Foster from the Glassgirls Network. It's Boldmere St Michael's versus Stourbridge from the FA Women's National League Cup determining round.
Just looking at the early stages, how they set it up here, very attacking. It looks like it might be like some sort of 4-3-3 with two holding and 1 attacking midfielder. Let's see how it goes. But it looks very, very attacking from Stourbridge side.
Yep, we're on the way here. Kick-offs have started here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. It's Boldmere St Michael's vs Stourbridge in the National League Cup determining round here with the commentary team on Switch Sport Online of Kevin Moore and Jon Foster from the Glassgirls Network. Jon, from your point of view, do you think Stourbridge will change formation? They seem to be set up with like a lone striker at the moment. Do you think they might change that during the course of 90 minutes, Jon?
We haven't seen that this season. We've constantly seen this like 4-3-3 kind of things with the one striker, say in a central position. But you've also got the pace of Leone, Daisy Clemens, Sean McCann, Lloyd, who's kind of plays very forward-minded as well. So even though there's only like one up front now, you've also got the capabilities of 3 other players around there to bomb forward, and that's what I'm expecting to see tonight.
So it's a free kick to Boldmere St Michael's. Got plenty of players on the edge of the box who won't delivery come in, and it looks like Wilcox might be taking his free kick actually for the Mikes here in the first few minutes of play here in this first half. Goes long, goes for a shot this time, but a good shot and a good save by the keeper, Harriet Grimshaw, John. There, she was seeing that a little bit late, but fair play to Grimshaw. Good save, John.
Oh, fantastic season she's had so far already. The Glassgirls fans have really warmed to Harriet Grimshaw already. She's you could probably hear her in the background. That's her speaking. She's very vocal, and that's what the fans love about her. Is very vocal, great shot stopper. As we go through, there's a chance for the Glassgirls, and he just kind of goes wide, and I think that was Leo Joyce with it, so I can't quite see from here yet. With an opportunity, it was just a little bit too far ahead of her for her to get a clean strike on it, but they've showed how quick they can get from back to front there, and that started from the goalkeeper, Harriet Grimshaw's goal kick.
And you're right, actually, John. Sometimes you need goalkeepers to look good at thinking about like not just defending stuff, but also get the attacking play started sometimes, because you want a goalkeeper who can really score very quickly, see the patterns of play, and get the ball towards the strikers midfielders very, very quickly. But it's been a good positive start by Stour so far this season. The ball's going to play. It's going to be a throw-in to Stourbridge. Stour breaking forward now. Ball forward there. Emily coming across there, and Hadley trying to keep it in play, intercepted the cross came across the face of the Boldmere penalty area, but then cleared at the end by Molly Towers, and the ball comes back to Wilcox. Goes long this time, trying to pick out a ball to Laura Cooper, but intercepted by Stourbridge. Striker, long ball forward, but it'll go all the way back to Harriet Grimshaw, the Stourbridge keeper. Early days, isn't it, John? Really? I think both teams just trying to sort of settle a moment on. It's going to take a bit of time for them both to settle, really, isn't it?
Yeah, Boldmere look very structured, but it's nice to see Stourbridge with a bit of the ball. They've had a couple of tough games against Burnley at home, Wolves away, so this is a game where Stourbridge can actually get hold of the ball and pass it around a little bit and create a few more chances compared to what they've had in the last couple of weeks, and that's what I'm expecting to see. Quick movement from back to front. You got Rosie Embley, our captain, this season in the midfield with Gwen Horgan, who's done very, very well, both of them so far this season. Let's see if they can control the game. I think that's really important. And then, you got some speed around those two players. Set up nicely. And Boldmere has got a shot away, and coolly saved there by Harry Grimshaw. But both teams getting shots away early there, Kev. Yeah,
but both being confident they have shots on goal as well. That's very important, isn't it? So it's both being steady start both teams. Hegley on the ball, controls it. Good bit of control. Press Millicut with that now for Boldmere. Driving to the edge of the Boldmere penalty area, trying to get a shot in, lays it across, trying to get ball through to Telly Anstall there, but Anstall couldn't quite control it. Now Stour can break forward. Good bit of work there by McCann Lloyd. Lovely ball forward to Millie Rogers. Millie Rogers on the Boldmere. Lovely ball to the penalty, and chance for Stour. Oh, and the line there gives an offside. And John, I've got to say, that is a very, very late call for offside.
It was a late call, yeah. I'm not in line with this, so I can't see myself. But again, it's just another example of going from back to front very quickly. And yeah, what a great one day. It's almost like they're telepathic, even at this short time together. I know that they've been spending a bit of time together outside of football, which is what they need. And that was a great pass there. She knew exactly where a teammate was going to be, and she ran onto it perfectly. But yeah, the flag went up.
We're seeing that sort of level up each other at Tier 4 and Tier 3. More and more female goalkeepers. They've got to be more almost like rush goalkeepers, don't they, realise? And sometimes realise you've got to get for your line early to get those early balls.
Yeah, absolutely. And Whiteman will need to do that in this game particularly, because I think what we've seen in pre-season for Stourbridge, not so much in the National League yet because of the opponents that they've been playing, but this season the plan is just to put a ball between the defence and the goalkeeper for one of our pacey attackers to run onto it. It sounds easy, but it's not. It's got to be a very pinpoint pass. But we've got players who can make those passes, and we've seen it twice already, if not 3 times, where the goalkeeper or the defence has got to react quickly. So here we go again now. So we've got Daisy May Clemens playing in the centre, a bit of a centre attacking midfield role today, not so much one of the front 3. Just missing out there, just lost out. But Look, there's some hard tackles going in, and you might have heard that over the microphone there. I do find like a lot of the passing out has come from the left-hand side so far. So Harriet Grimshaw is choosing to pass to Meg Hadley. She's been getting pressed well, but she's dealt with it, and it's coming from the left-hand side, which is near us. But yeah, very excited from both teams at the moment.
Goes out to play far side, but nevertheless, John, good way that Stourbridge dealt with their threat there and got the ball at defence very, very quickly, John.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing I've been impressed with more than what I thought, or maybe led to believe, is how defensively sound Stourbridge are. Yeah. You know, we've seen them against some tough teams, and yes, they've lost, but you know, where other teams are losing 9 or 10-0, you know, Stourbridge aren't doing that. We was led to believe that you know, Aid's very attacking minded and want to impress and excite the fans. He's done that, but he's also done it in a very defensive way as well. You know, he's been very tactically sound at the back. And what I've seen so far of Aid's Stourbridge team is they're happy for their opposition to be in areas of the pitch that's not causing them any trouble, and then when the ball does go into an area, they're dealing with it. Yeah. And I think we're seeing that so far today as well.
Ball back to Erin Griffiths. Star come out defence here, left hand side. Megan Hadley's on the ball up against his Millie Kirk. Good conversion by Meg Hadley. Back to Erin Griffiths. Griffiths has been the ball out defence. Ball through Daisy May Clements, trying to release the play on the right hand side there. Picks out a pass on the far side to Gwen Horgan. Bombay now win it back. Cleared by Wilcox. Headed clear though by Tilly Phantom. Chance here for Star, trying to shot from distance. Oh, and that is an absolute peach of a strike from Stourbridge. And the mighty Glassgirls take the lead here at the World Community Stage. Now, Boldmere St Michael's 0, Stourbridge 1. And John, what a strike.
Unbelievable strike outside the box, centre of the goal, lobbed the goalkeeper from range. The goalkeeper, I don't think the goalkeeper was in a bad position there, but you know, the strike made it look like that she was, and perfect strike, left foot, got on the ball nicely, a bit of backspin on it, and went into the goal.
And we'll just get confirmation of that strike shot. Was that Daisy, was it, John? I got the Daisy May Clements there. Daisy May Clements, what a strike from Daisy. A player who I've admired for many, many years, but a fantastic strike from distance there. Chipped over the goalkeeper. Do you sense, though, John, in that moment, she could see that Jodie was a little bit off her line?
Well, yeah, she planned it perfectly, didn't she? And it was a sweet strike, and it wasn't like a powerful shot. It was a very well precise strike.
Back the placement, isn't it, John? Back the placement, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, centre the goal. And yeah, just pinpoint, wasn't it? He couldn't argue with that. And to be fair, I didn't see that one coming. I thought she was going to be looking for a pass, but she had time and she had the vision, and she hit it perfectly.
Great strike there of Daisy May Clements from distance there. Chipped over the goalkeeper, had time and space to line up a shot as well. But Daisy May Clements, number 7 for Stars, put them in front. So it's now Boldmere St Michael's 0, Stourbridge 1 here at the Boldmere Community Stadium here this evening in the National League Cup. Daisy May Clements opening the scoring for the Glassgirls. That'll really open up the floodgates now, won't it, John? And it's, you know, and to be fair, what I was really impressed about the effort as well, though, John, was the fact that that Daisy took her time, looked up, knew what she wanted to do straight away, and just knew, so if I hit the one and hit it, that's going to make the back of the net, isn't it?
I think it's something else that we've just seen there, something else to Stourbridge's bow there. It's not just about speed, it's also about if you give him a second, you know, they can put a shot on target, and we know Daisy evolves, you know, we know that she can score goals, and we haven't seen this style yet of Stourbridge because they haven't had time on the ball from the National League opponents, where today, you know, they give her a second there, and she made a perfect shot, didn't she?
And certainly, John, the game's getting a bit stretched. I know we're literally just earlier stage of the first half, but you can see straight away the game is getting stretched, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely. I think even before now, I think you've seen both teams wanting to attack and feeling comfortable going forward. I could be reading too much into the formation and where Daisy Clements is playing, but it kind of surprised me where she was playing today, and it's worked out perfectly. She's finding gaps all across that midfield, between the midfield and her attacking options. And maybe this is it. Maybe that she's just been told just to float around there because you will get opportunities. And it looks like it's working really well for her at the moment.
Certainly is, John. I mean, the game's getting stretched in a positive way by both teams. Both teams obviously want to play expansive attacking football this evening, which is good to see. So it's all about delivery. If Boldmere can get a good delivery in, they might be able to cause problems here this evening. But the free kick is now for Boldmere. Ball comes in towards the penalty area and misses a couple of players there, but well collected in by Harriet Grimshaw, the Stourbridge keeper. Released it very quickly. Picks out Tiana McCann-Lloyd. McCann-Lloyd on the ball. Gets support from Megan Hadley. Good play from Megan Hadley there. Ball goes out of play though. Going to be a ball miss at Michael Stroin. Hassel trying to get across there but can't control it. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a Stourbridge goal kick. Good bit of defensive cover there for Stour point of view there, John. Very, very, very mature measured work there by Stourbridge to stop the cross coming in.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been very controlled from Stourbridge so far defensively. Even now they're just going to pass it out. Let's just talk us through it. So here we go. Harry Grimshaw plays it over to the left-hand side once again. Meg Hadley's going forward now. So Meg's up to the halfway line with the ball. Straight to Shona McCann-Lloyd.
That's a great pass to McCann-Lloyd. And again, just offside there, John. But we've already seen this 2 times this evening where we're like the lino's calling it very, very late in my opinion.
Yeah, and you can also see what Stourbridge are trying to do, and that's why I wanted to run it through. I also wanted to do a bit of a commentary there on who passes to who, because you can kind of see what's happening. You can see how it's okay. Maybe Boldmere could see it happening as well because they obviously caught them offside. But it's very strategical, and you can see exactly how it's working. We're wondering what plan B is there then. So if Boldmere catch them out now, what would Stourbridge's plan B be? But it's working very effectively. And the moment that they beat the offside trap is the moment that Mill Rogers is through on goal.
I think so far in this game though, John, I think Adrian Clements would be pleased with the work rate they're doing at the moment, because a lot of players are working really hard, tracking back with the very sad they lose the ball, aren't they, John? Yeah,
but I think you should be very impressed with the whole season. They've been doing that throughout the whole season, and even through pre-season. You hear Ike Clements' teams in the past. They'll work hard, they'll press hard, they'll press from the front, they'll press as a team, they'll track back. And Stourbridge he's put that identity into this team already. Even at this short stage, I think they've had a lot more success in this game because obviously they're against weaker opposition. But it is nice to see that, because what this game shows is his defensive style, but also his attacking style as well, and it's working for him. Gwen Horgan's playing a bit more deeper than some of the games, but she's potentially the one that's going to be pinging the balls over the top if that's the way we decide to play. Rosie Emberley being the more defensive-minded midfielder, and she done really well against Wolves. She was up against Tammy George, and she player marked her for nearly all the game, and she done so well in that game. So you look at that midfield three there, and it's very, very strong.
John?
Yeah, just touching on that midfield three, I think playing Daisy Clements, Rosie and Gwen Horgan is more of a creative kind of way. So he could have put Thea Clerkin in instead of Daisy. Daisy could have gone out wide like she has done in previous games, but he's gone forth two creative players there with Rosie. I think that is a very, very positive approach, and I don't know whether you can do that in Tier 3. He might be able to do that against Hull or Halifax or Kelso, some of the weaker teams, but it's definitely working and very exciting in this early stage of this game.
So here we are, Thursday evening, the floodlights are on. Still good dry conditions here at the Boldmere Community Stadium, and I think it's fair to say, John, so far so good. I think both teams playing this game in the right positive competitive spirit.
Yeah, look, there's only one goal in it. Boldmere will feel like they've got something in attack. It's just whether or not Stourbridge can keep pressing on. I do see Stourbridge getting another one or two clear chances in this game because they've got options. You're looking around the place in this game, and is it going to come down left? Is it going to be Daisy in the centre? Is it going to be a ball over the top? Is it going to be 2 or 3 passes through the middle? So if I'm Stourbridge, I'll be looking at this thinking, we've got chances. Yeah. They just need to make sure that they're tight at the back. But in my opinion, this is your best four at the moment as your back four. China McIntosh has played quite a few games this season as a right back. Looks like she cemented that place in there. Meg Hadley played brilliantly against Burnley. She's played left back, and in my opinion, Erin Griffiths and Tilly Phantom have been the best centre backs so far this season, out of a couple of others that I've played in there. So that's a strong back four there, and when you got the creativity and pace ahead of them, it looks an impressive starting 11.
The ball ricocheted off Molly Towers. Then it's going to go back for a Stourbridge throw, taken very quickly. McCann-Lloyd, the shot comes in, an effort there from distance edge, that's like Beltier, and John, another chance there for Stour.
That was a similar place to where Daisy was, maybe just about 5 yards further forward, a bit more of a powerful strike than a pinpoint strike there, and just went narrowly wide, but those are the chances, aren't they? Those are the places where they're getting space, just in and around that D. And that's a very dangerous area to have a yard of space, isn't it? And that's 2 shots we saw coming from that area of the pitch. A lot of it does look like it's coming from the left-hand side. Shaun has started off really well as a left-wing option. She's had a lot of game time this season already. And it's a very attacking side at the moment.
Patient play by Stourbridge. Ball forward, edge of the Boldmere penalty area, cleared by Duran Travers though. Ball goes out of play, Stourbridge throw in. John, we can see what Stour are doing, aren't they? They're trying to draw Boldmere out at the moment, aren't they, really? But Boldmere looking very, very resolute in the back line, aren't they, at the same time?
Yeah, but they've got a lot of things to think about now. If you're a Boldmere defender, you don't know which way they're going to attack at you. And that was another one there. That was like a long ball over the top, which is something that we saw throughout pre-season. But so you got to look out for those. But you've also got to look out for a lot of other different ways that Stourbridge are attacking you. So let's, Boldmere has just got the ball now in their own box. Let's see if they can pass it out. You can see what they're trying to do, and they've managed to do it fairly well at the moment. Yes. Passing between the 2 centre backs now. Forwards are coming deep to collect the ball, and they managed to get it, but then they give it away. So they managed to get to the halfway line, but that's as far as they got until Stourbridge managed to win the ball back.
Riperia trying to shot from distance there. Oh, here's a crossbar there. Great effort by Riperia. What a great effort there from Boldmere point of view. And it was actually the number 9, Ridi Riparelia there. Shot this there, hits the top of the crossbar. And John, I'll get your take on it in a moment, actually. But Boldmere got a bit of pressure in. Now they can push on towards Stour. Got themselves a throw in. Riperia on the ball again, trying to get across in, turns it and crosses it. And this goes wide of the post out of play. That's going to be a Stourbridge goal kick. But John, what a great effort.
Oh, I think that's one of Boldmere's new signings, isn't it, as well, this season. And she smashed the crossbar there. It's going to take something special from a Boldmere player to beat Javier from outside the box. But she had a number there. She had the goalkeeper beat, and I think that's one of the first times this season where I've seen Javier kind of struggle from that distance. Yeah. And then another cross came in that was kind of a cross kind of shot. I think she had the second one covered, but yeah, great to see. And it's just a bit of a warning sign there for Stourbridge. Don't switch off because shots will still come their way.
Yeah, John, you were saying off the microphone there for a moment, you were saying like the fact that the Stourbridge, when they're pressing high, they've got 5 players pressing high at the moment. Is that a tactic you think Aid want to adapt for the rest of the season? It's
something I heard in the summer, but I hadn't seen it because I hadn't been going to training, and there was a couple of pre-season games I couldn't get to. And this is what I was hearing. Obviously, it's against weaker opposition throughout pre-season and obviously in training. However, it's worked because what you're doing is you're just forcing Boldmere to go long, and then they're winning it. Physically, Stourbridge are winning it back quite comfortably. We see it now. There's like 5 or 6 from that goal kick there, all in and around the penalty box, forcing the long ball, and they're winning it back every time.
Boldmere still in possession. Pushing the play. Switch ball there forward. Annie Ackroyd. Ball towards the Stourbridge penalty area. Ball's fresh to the goal. And chance at Boldmere. And Boldmere get themselves an equaliser. And it's now Boldmere St Michael's 1, Stourbridge 1. Goal there. Good cross from Annie Ackroyd. And I didn't quite see who got the goal there, actually, John. I didn't quite see who got the so we think maybe Latea Bachang, I think number 17 might have got the goal there for Boldmere. We'll confirm that in a moment.
Number 9, maybe.
Sorry, number 9. Sorry, yeah, Ridi Riparelia, got the final touch. But John, got to say, well worked goal from Boldmere's point of view.
Oh, it was. I think it was also a mistake from Stourbridge's point of view. Unfortunately, there, I think they've done so many things right, Stourbridge, today, but unfortunately, they just lacked kind of a bit of discipline there. Great ball across. Just a Stourbridge attack there, but led to nothing. Yeah, I think it was very well worked from Boldmere, going from left to right, put a cross in. And just no one dealt with it. I don't know if they was expecting somebody else to deal with it, and then Harry was not going to do anything from there. It was too close range, and yeah, again, it just goes to show you need to score when you're on top, because Stourbridge could have been 2 or 3 up with a bit of a cushion, but unfortunately for them, they now see themselves drawing.
And I think key to that goal as well, John, was it the fact that Annie Ackroyd on the right hand side, she's a full back who breaks forward, got a bit of pace, but her cross caused the problems, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It was a great cross to her, by the way, and you could see the build up 2 or 3 passes before it. But so did the fullback. She saw there was a bit of space brewing, and she got forward, added to the attack, and they almost looked a little bit bamboozled. Who was going to mark who in the box, because nothing really happened, and it just made it look really easy. So just want to work on. Look, I wouldn't panic too much. It's just a bit of a shame that all the hard work they might be going in at half time 1-1.
So it's Boldmere St Michael's 1, Stourbridge 1 here at the Boldmere Community Stadium in tonight's FA Women's National League Cup determined round tie. Mike's got themselves back on level terms, and it's now half-time here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. So the half-time score here is Boldmere St Michael's 1, Stourbridge 1 here in tonight's FA Women's National League determined round cup tie. The Glassgirls were in front after 13 minutes, and a great strike from distance from Deja May Clemens, shipping the ball over Jade Louise Whiteman to put the Glassgirls in front. But just before the break on 44 minutes, Rudy Ripparelli there getting an equaliser for Boldmere to ensure that it's honours evens at the break. Before we go into a half-time break, actually, John, can you summarise that first off from your point of view?
If I was Aid, I'd been really, really happy up until the 44th minute, and obviously he'll have high standards than me, but I actually thought that Stourbridge knew exactly what they was doing. They looked fairly controlled at the back. I know Boldmere had the chances, but Stourbridge looked like they had a lot of options going forward, and they would have gone into half-time 1-0 thinking, okay, could have been 2 or 3, but just switched off at the end. No one took charge of clearing that ball that went into the area, and it was, before you know it ended up in the back of the net. So 1-1. Look, Stourbridge will be disappointed that they've gone in equal. However, they'll take a lot of positives from that first half.
And John Foster is back with us from the Glassgirls Network. John, star point of view, what do you think with the sort of key message you think Adrian Clements want to say to his squad going into the start of the second half then?
I've just been chatting to a few of the fans that have just been a bit at half time, and everyone's positive. Everyone's said how well we've been doing, loads of variations to our play, not just like one dimensional. We've been attacking and going different ways. So I think it's pretty much more of the same. Don't do anything too drastic. Obviously, need to tighten up at the back and make sure that you're going to be aware that at some point Boldmere is going to start attacking a little bit more to get maybe a winner or another equaliser or something. So I've just been mindful of that. But attacking wise, I think they've been really impressive. So just don't switch off and just keep doing very much the same. Keep the intensity up. Keep pressing from the front, and it seems to be working.
We look on the Stourbridge bench for a moment there, John. You can play like Lizzie Bennett still. I know Liz is a former Boldmere player herself, actually. Very, very respected player at Tier 4 and Tier 3 sort of levels. Grace Rogers, Liv Ashfield, but also Grace Murphy. Grace Murphy's a talent, isn't she?
Yeah, Grace Murphy from Birmingham Academy as well, along with Freya Clark and Jess Hood. Phoebe Hill's not on the bench today, she's on holiday, but we've got 4 players there from the Birmingham setup and they've all done well. Freya Clark's on the bench, who's only recently signed just this week, so I've not had a chance to see her play yet. Jess Hood's had a lot of game time. But yeah, there's ways to mix it up on the bench, absolutely. I do like the start 11, I'm very happy with that, but what you will see is maybe some of those players that are on the bench potentially it coming on halfway through the second half to free up some players to maybe rest for Hull, but I don't think resting for Hull is on anyone's mind at the moment. 1-1 is all to play for.
Chances to break forward, a chance penalty, and Van shot comes in, and Stourbridge increased their lead at the Boldmere Community Stadium. The ball came there from number 17 McCann Lloyd, and the shot came eventually at the end, and it's now Boldmere St Michael's 1, Stourbridge 2, and the Glassgirls increased the lead here at the Boldmere Community Stadium, John, but a well-worked goal by Stour.
Yeah, it came from a lot of hard work and stealing the ball and again playing with pace, getting from back to front really quickly, making the decisions quickly, and that was a kind of nice intricate play there. It wasn't just a shot from outside the box, it was very well worked. Took it roughly from the penalty spot area, and great goal, and it's just what they needed. So
Freya Clark with a neat pass as well, as we said, neat pass from Sienna McCann-Lloyd, who found some space, cut inside, threaded the ball through to Freya Clark as well. And it's Freya Clark that gets on the score sheet after 49 minutes of play here in this match. It's now Boldmere St Michael's 1, Stourbridge 2 in tonight's National League Cup determined round tie. Good finish as well, John, to be fair. Very composed, mature finish by Freya Clark.
Yeah, it's very strong. You can see the physique that she's got, what she's going to bring to the game. You can see some of the youngsters, obviously a lot more small on the pitch, where she's got that physicality and the power that she put behind that shot with the position that she had. It was never going to miss, was it? So made it look really easy.
Up into the path for Astle chasing the ball down there. Oh, Tilly Aston's got a chance here, breaking forward, a chance here, Boldmere to maybe equalise here. Well, the goalkeeper, and that's a fantastic save by Harriet Grimshaw. 1-on-1 against Anstall there, and John, she spread herself really well there. Good solid save there by the keeper.
Yeah, the Glassgirls fans have seen that for the last 4 weeks or so, and there's a lot of good things about Harriet, and the shot stop is one of them, and we've seen it against Wolves and Burnley. You know, those got, you know, you can look back on the highlights on both Burnley and Wolves social media. Harriet has saved us a lot of goals already, and saved us another one there. It is, and just as Leo's going towards the goal with the ball, I was going to stick with this. She's going to go one-on-one with the full-back. A cross goes in towards Freya Clark, comes out to Gwen Horgan, and it just... Does it go out? No, Leo's managed to keep it in. And she's gone on... cleared away. But yeah, Leo's been very active in this second half. Gwen Horgan again, just outside the box. Is she going to get a shot away? No, it's very intricate pattern around the box, but it's been blocked from Boldmere.
John, I'd be fair to say the game is getting very, very stretched at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's just allowed Boldmere to put quite a few passes together there. Looked quite controlled. Then a long ball over the top to their left side, and just didn't quite amount to anything. However, what it does show is that Boldmere is still in this now. I think the last 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes or so, Boldmere has looked the most controlled on the ball as the ball just goes out to play. But yeah, I think Boldmere might just... in the last 15, 20 minutes or so, look at controlling this game, and it depends whether Stourbridge can catch them on the counter-attack.
Is it a case of, John, from a Stourbridge point of view now, just sort of like see out the next sort of 10 minutes and see what Boldmere can throw at them?
Yeah, I think so. I think looking at they made 5 changes, Stourbridge, since half time, and as much as that can work for you to kind of throw off the opposition and get energy in your legs, it can also work against you. You've set up completely differently now with different players in different positions, so you've still got to be really switched on here as the ball goes into the Stourbridge box, cleared away, or when the shot goes way over the bar. But again, they're getting shots by me still. Stourbridge can't switch off yet. No way.
I think this is where the key thing is, John, is it like, just where the energy levels really do count at this stage of the game now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and it's interesting at the start of the season. It's not the end of the season where you're getting tired, but it's also have these players got match fitness yet? And I think looking at both teams, to be fair, they do look like they're still up for it. And the tempo's dropped a little bit as it tends to do, and there's been a lot of changes, so it's kind of disrupted a bit of rhythm. But both teams are still going back and forth, aren't they?
Cleared by Stour. Ball back to Rhiannon Travers. Travers intercepted but blocked. Now Stour can break forward. A chance for Stourbridge. A Boldmere penalty, and a chance. And a shot came through there from Stourbridge. Oh, that might be. Was it Jess who got the chance there? Freya Clark, sorry, John. Yeah, got the Freya Clark chance there, but a ricochet from Rhiannon Travers ricocheted the ball back off Freya Clark, and it created a chance there for Stourbridge. But Freya Clark there got a shot on goal that was saved. Very good save by Jodie Whiteman. It just shows, isn't it, John? A slight lapse in concentration, and this sort of level, you can punish teams, can't you? This
is Freya Clark's first game for the club, and she just obviously she scored early on in the second half, and just intercepted their powerful run and a great shot. It took a good save to stop this from being a 3-1 game. So very impressed with Clark's first opening game of the season.
Picked up by Bachang. Ball forward there. Molly Towers on the ball for Boldmere St Michael's, but good intercepted play by Tilly Phantom, win the ball back for Stourbridge. Ruparelia, ball back to Anna Wilcox for Boldmere. Boldmere now build again from the back. Switch the ball right hand side. Now Stourbridge win the ball back here. Shot from distance there. Shot there from distance, just went wide of the post, and Freya Clark again, John, worth an effort there because the keeper Grace Glass was off a line there, John, by quite a distance.
She got some great power behind, wasn't she? There, we saw the driving run, we saw the goal, we saw a shot from about 35, 40 yards out there, and got a lot of power. It's an exciting signing. This one is absolutely,
and certainly worth having a crack from that distance, definitely. But we went out for a goal kick, but Boldmere back in possession. Now Stour can win it back. Another shot coming from distance there, and a good save there for the keeper Grace Glass. Saw that quite late. And Erin Griffiths with the shot from distance there, about 25, 28 yards out. Went for power. struck it straight at the keeper, but to be fair to Grace Glass, you didn't see that till very, very late, but like powered it away, and it's going to be another Stourbridge corner here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. Boldmere back in play there, and it was a Bachang trying to get on the ball there, but won the challenge though. It's going to be a Boldmere St Michael's free kick, and in this stage of the game though, John, you know, like, this is where set piece is. You've got to be sort of switched on, don't make any mistakes in this close sort of 5 minutes or so of the match really.
I think it's essential for Boldmere. It looks like that they've kind of run out of ideas. They've just got the one idea, and that's the long diagonal ball across the field for hoping to somebody to run onto it. I can't see them getting any other goal apart from a set piece. So let's just see what happens here. How long we've got left? About 5-7 minutes maybe? Yeah,
about 5 minutes or so. We're coming up towards, we're now up towards 5 minutes of play now. So we've got 5 minutes of like original time left. And there will be additional time obviously added on to this. But like last 5 minutes of normal play now. It is all about game management now, isn't it, John, really? Just see out the game and just don't make mistakes now, and from a star point of view, just try and get the job done, really, and see the game out, really, John, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Nothing's silly now. To be fair, they've been the better teams throughout the whole game. I think 2-1's fair because I think that they've dominated parts, but Boldmere have also had chances. Stourbridge have, made it a little bit more tighter in the sense of that 44th minute goal that they conceded. They could have got in 1-0 at half time and maybe some things would have been different. Could have gone to maybe 2 or 3-0. But instead, goals change games, and it did. But what it's also done is it's kind of forced Aids to also continue to be attacking in the second half. We just saw Stourbridge just win 2-1. They progressed to the National League Cup.
And the full-time score is finished here. We just had confirmation the referee just put the full-time score here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. And the full-time score is finished here. Boldmere St Michael's 1, Stourbridge 2. So congratulations to Stourbridge. They'll go through to the next round in the competition, the National League Cup. It'll be Boldmere St Michael's who'll drop into the National League Plate for the remainder of this season. So congratulations to Stourbridge. Commiserations to Boldmere St Michael's. Good competitive game. Good advert for both Tier 3 and Tier Football, fair to say, wasn't it, John, to be fair? And it was like Boldmere took the lead in the first half with Daisy May Clements with her effort from distance there, chipping the ball over Jodie Whiteman to put the ball in the back of the net. But Boldmere's number 9, Raparelia, got back on target on 44 minutes after Daisy May Clements put Stourbridge on after 30 minutes of play. And just before the half-time break, it was the number 9, the striker, Riddy Raparelia, who got the goal for Boldmere to make it 1 apiece. Second half, Freya Clark on 49 minutes. It was a good work linking play, getting involved in the play there, Erin Griffiths as well, and a good pass towards Freya Clark. It was Freya Clark's finish on 49 minutes that put Stourbridge back in front to make it 2-1, and which it remained that scoreline until the end of play this evening. So it is Stourbridge, the Glassgirls, who make their way through to the next round of the National League Cup, and it'll be Boldmere St Michael's who will be dropped down into the National League Plate to play in the Plate when those draws get announced in the coming weeks. John, I'd be fair to say that we've seen a Tier 3 side take on a Tier 4 side. We knew both teams would make changes. Both teams got league responsibilities as well, but nevertheless, a good advert for both Tier 3 and Tier Football this evening, John.
Yeah, I think that Sunday game kind of got out the window really because the changes that were made I think were needed for the actual game. I don't think players were taken off, especially from Stourbridge's point of view, just because they've got Hull on the weekend, because this game was never won. You saw right at the end Boldmere was still taking shots, and Stourbridge doesn't want to go out of this to a Tier 4 team. I think credit to Boldmere for obviously being the lower league team, but you couldn't really say this could have quite easily been a league match. It was 2-1. I think Stourbridge did edge the possession and the territory, but ultimately I think both teams had phases of play where they were on top of the game. I just think that Stourbridge took their chance, and their second goal, Stourbridge, it came at the very start of the second half. So just little moments throughout the game where Stourbridge took their chances and Boldmere didn't.
And I'll talk about Stourbridge. You get your thoughts on Boldmere in a minute, in a bit more detail, actually, John, because obviously you cover Stourbridge more than myself. But I know both teams anyway. But from my point of view, I'll be brutally honest about this. I was really impressed with the intelligence of the players like Freya Clark. What a player she is for Stourbridge going forward. Very young player, but a very experienced and very mature player as well. Freya Clark for the Glassgirls. Yeah,
like I say, it's the first time that she's played for us. She was only announced that she was playing, only announced that she signed for us on social media today. Very impressed with what we saw. She's very strong, very athletic, very powerful. got two or three shots away that looked very menacing. And what you've got there now is you've got another option as a number 9. So we've seen Leo Joyce play there. We know that Daisy could potentially play there, and Mel Rogers. But what you've also got now is you've got a different type of striker, and it's a very exciting one. So if you put her, can she hold up the play because she looks a bit more stronger, or can she just drive a player through the centre? And what you could also do then is you're not losing Leo in the centre. You could put Leo out wide like you saw in the second half. It does give you more. It creates more options, and we saw that throughout this whole game. What you saw today is a variety of different ways that Stourbridge can play, and we haven't seen that throughout the season so far because we've been against 2 juggernauts in Wolves and Burnley, and we haven't really been able to see that. So I think today has been a good showing of what Stourbridge can do.
So it's been a great advert for the National League Cup. It's been a great local competitive West Midlands derby. The full-time score is finished here. Boldmere St Michael's 1, Stourbridge 2. So it's Stourbridge who progress through to the next round of the National League Cup. It'll be Boldmere who'll drop down into play the National League Plate for the remainder of the season. It's been a good advert for Tier 3 and Tier 4 football, 2 of our local teams, which are always pleased and privileged to bring you coverage of these teams on Switchsport. Thanks to my colleague John Foster from the Glassgirls Network. No doubt John will join us on more commentaries very, very soon here on Switchsport. But it's commiserations to the mics. Congratulations to the Glassgirls. From myself, Kevin Moore, John Foster, producer Dean Kavanagh, all the team at Switchsport and Switch Radio. Take care, look after yourselves, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Switch Radio Sport. This is Switch.